Hi. According to this thing, it's time to go live. So yes, I'm here. Hi. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for joining me, especially if you're here now. More importantly, if you're on the replay crew, really appreciate it. My name's Brian, as you can see right there, and this is my channel, and I am a poet. And on this channel, we do poetry. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and say this right now. Please make sure to like and subscribe on your way in and stuff like that. And everything we do here is done under fair use, which is, what do we do here? Poetry? Oh, we take old poems, plug them in the music AI. Yes, traded AI. And we explore the results together. It's actually quite fun. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. I'm assuming if you're watching, you do. And good morning, hounds. How's it going? Well, while we're waiting on people to show up, what's going on today? Besides it being a Monday, and as usual, I've been up way too long. Actually, I have. I've been up since like 2:30. Yeah. Well, I tried to use the time productively. I did some work and for school and stuff, which that's today. Starts the day this morning. Hey, Sophia, how's it going? How's your afternoon been? So, yes, welcome to the channel. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in this floating relativity, in this ever-expanding and spinning out-of-control universe is that you might be in. So, what are we going to do today? I'm going to share screen, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today. I got to pull it up here. Yeah, my dummy self here. All right. So, that window, yes, that window, and I'm going to hit the share button because, as they say, sharing is caring, and we are going to start with A Green Heron by Maurice Thompson. And then I decided, what the heck, let's just go ahead and do the first Shakespearean sonnet. So Shakespeare is sonnet number 1. And then for some reason, the rest of the show is the ladies. One of the more important ones we like here, Emily Dickinson. And then I'm bringing back Ella Wheeler Wilcox, Art and Heart. And then Phoebe Carey. Yeah, this one is, I think we've done this one before. Oh. And then, of course, Sarah Teasdale. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Yes, that's definitely my tagline. What do y'all think? I know what I think. I think it's pretty cool. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play. Because I've already got it pulled up here. A little ahead of the game this morning. A Green Heron by Maurice Thompson, version 1.
Where a bright creek into the riverside shoots its keen arrow, a green heron sits watching the sunfish as it gleaming flits from sheen to shade. He sees the turtle glide through the clear spaces of the rhythmic stream, like some weird fancy through a poet's dream. He turns his golden eyes from side to side in very gladness that he is not dead, while the swift wind stream ripples overhead and the creek's wavelets babble underneath. Oh, bird that in a cheerful gloom dost lie, thou art to me a type of happy death. For when thou fliest away, no mate will grieve, because O bird, that in a cheerful gloom dost lie, thou art to me a type of happy death. For when thou fliest away, no mate will grieve, because a lone strange spirit vanisheth.
So, what do y'all think so far? It didn't suck. That's saying something for a Monday morning now, isn't it? Because, it's Monday morning. So, this one's a little bit longer. That one was only 2 minutes and 22 seconds. This one is not quite 3 minutes. So, version 2 of A Green Heron by Maurice Thompson.
Where a bright creek into the river's side shoots its keen arrow, a green heron sits, watching the sunfish as it gleaming flits. From sheen to shade he sees the turtle glide through the clear spaces of the rhythmic stream, like some weird fancy through a poet's dream. He turns his golden eyes from side to side in very gladness that he is not dead, while the swift wind stream ripples overhead and the creek's wavelets babble underneath. Oh, bird, that in a cheerful gloom dost alive, thou art to me a type of happy death. For when thou fliest away, no mate will grieve, because a lone strange spirit vanisheth. That in a cheerful gloom dost alive, thou art to me a type of happy death. For when thou fliest away, no mate will grieve, because a lone strange spirit vanisheth. Oh, bird, that in a cheerful gloom dost alive, thou art to me type of happy death. For when thou fliest away, no mate will grieve, because a lone strange spirit vanisheth.
House, I think you're right. Number 2, great. Yeah, you're going to be hearing that one again. I'll tell you that much. Hey, Big Chief. How's it going? Hopefully you are having an awesome day so far. And Joe Bananas, did you drink too much tequila last night? I hope not. How you doing? What do y'all think? Yes, I'm excited and nervous, and my innards have been messing with me, and this, that, and the other, so I'll do fine. And I'll tell y'all all about it tomorrow. Wednesday, however, no show, because it's going to be an early day. My buddy has appointments, and I'm not driving him, but a mutual friend of ours is driving him in my car to his appointments. They're going to drop me off at school or whatever. So anyways, that's all relative. 7 tequilas? Oh my lord. That would have freaking killed me. Oh my. I'm pretty sure. It's just one of those. Take it one day at a time and deal with my own anxieties as they arise. So, this is Shakespeare's Sonnet Number 1. This one's 4 minutes long. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and we got 2. The Phoebe Cray one is actually 4 minutes long. Both tracks are. I don't know. Well, we'll get to those when we get to those. Let's go. Sonnet Number 1, William Shakespeare, version 1.
From fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die. But as the riper should by time decease, his tender air might bear his memory. But thou contracted to thine own bright eyes, feeds thy light's flame with self-substantial fuel, making a famine where abundance lies, thyself thy foe, to thy sweet self too cruel. Thou that art now the world's fresh ornament, and only herald to the gaudy spring, within thine own bud buryest thy content, and tender churl mixed waste in niggarding. Pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and thee. To thine own bright eyes, feeds thy light's flame with self-substantial fuel, making a famine where abundance lies, thyself thy foe, to thy sweet self too cruel. Thou that art now the world's fresh ornament, and only herald to the gaudy spring, within thine own bud buryest thy content, and tender churl mixed waste in niggarding. Pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and thee.
That was pretty good for the most part. All right, if you go to this link here, it'll take you. That's the Folger Shakespeare Library, and it gives a little synopsis of the meanings of the poem. And it's about basically telling this dude, you know, you need to go have kids because you're not, you're only young once, and that doesn't last. Hey, Irish Mark, good afternoon. How are you doing? Adrian, nice of you to join us. How you doing? What do y'all think so far? Interesting. What kind of, you call that kind of bossa nova? I don't know. I don't know what kind of genre. Oh, you're not late to the party. You get here when you get here. That's when the party starts for you. So you're never late. All right. Okay, so this one's 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Let's find out what it has in store for us now, shall we?
From fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die. But as the riper should by time decease, his tender air might bear his memory. But thou contracted to thine own bright eyes, feedest thy light's flame with self-substantial fuel, making a famine where abundance lies, thyself thy foe, to thy sweet self too cruel. Thou that art now the world's fresh ornament, and only herald to the gaudy spring, within thine own but dearest thy content, and tender churl mixed waste in niggarding. Pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and thee. Pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and thee.
I believe you are right. I like the country vibe to that one. So that one's definitely going into the country folder. Yes, sharp objects. I hate needles. I'm covered in tattoos, and I hate needles. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, so that was the second poet. So now we're going into the ladies of the program. Well, the rest of them are all ladies. So starting with Emily Dickinson. This one's called Revolution, or Revolution is the pod, because she never really titled. So Revolution is the pod, or Revolution. Oh yeah.
Revolution is the part systems rattle from. When the winds of will are stirred, excellent is bloom. But except its rusted base, every summer bee, the entomber of itself, so of liberty. Left inactive on the stalk, all its purple fled. Revolution shakes it for test if it be dead. Revolution is the pod systems rattle from. When the winds of will are stirred, excellent is bloom. But except its rusted base, every summer bee, the entomber of itself, soul of liberty. Left inactive on the stalk, all its purple fled. Revolution shakes it for test if it be dead.
All right, we got 4 shamrocks from Irishmark. That was freaking cool. You can always count on Emily Dickinson to have something up their sleeve when it comes to Emily Dickinson. Oh boy. Oh, that's another one to add to the freaking file. Oh, definitely. So what do y'all think? Man. Too bad she was a woman of her time. Let's see what number 2, version 2, has in store for us now, shall we? Here we go.
Revolution is the pod systems rattle from. When the winds of will are stirred, excellence is bloom. But except its rusted base, every summer bee, the entomber of itself, so of liberty. Left inactive on the stalk, all its purple fled. dulcet bass. Every summer bee, the entomber of itself. So of liberty, left inactive on the stalk, all its purple fled. Revolution shakes it for, test if it be dead. Revolution is the pod. Systems rattle for run. Revolution is the pod. Systems rattle for run. Revolution is the pod. Revolution shakes it for, test if it be dead. Test if it be dead. Duh. Revolution is the pod. When the winds of will are stirred, shall the winters bloom.
Yeah, definitely number one. But two, man, if it wasn't so disjointed, I don't know. I don't know. I liked it too. I like number two. Yeah, I can see Emily headbanging. Too bad she was a woman of her time. Oh my lord. So yes, definitely one here. And we got some news here. Had some good news regarding my flat here in England from the council, who have offered to reach somewhere to come down and fit new washers, fridge, freezer, and cooker. Cool, awesome. It's always nice getting help when you need it. Believe me, I know. Yeah, because I got the help I needed when I needed it, and now guess what? I'm going back to school. Something that I've been wanting to do for years. Been thinking about, and it's not only going back to school, it's going back to this particular school, because I think I was this close from not being able to because of my GPA. But I get these two classes that I'm taking under my belt. I do good in them, and my GPA will be above that 2.0 where I can just Charlie out. And I don't have to be so, uptight about shit. You know what I mean? Of course, I want to make A's and B's and all that stuff, but if I take a class and I make a C in it, it's not like I'm shooting for some damn honor roll or something. It'd be cool. But it is mathematically impossible for me to get anything well above a 2.0 because of the number of credits, number of classes and stuff. So, in the meantime, I'll be able to do this probably every day of the week. I don't know about Friday, though, because Friday is test day. I'll let y'all know then, but definitely Friday evening. Yes, we are definitely going to do one Friday evening. So, in the meantime, everything we do on this program and channel is done under fair use. And mostly it's in the public domain. And if you haven't, please hit the like, subscribe, and all that stuff. We're back. We were at 444. Now we're back to 445. So we went from up to 446, down to 445, back to 446, 45, 44, back. Yeah. See, there's no making sense of it. So I guess we'll just continue doing what we're doing. Stream out of sync. I don't know. Sometimes it gets that way. Well, let me refresh then. Okay. Hey, Miriam. I'm going to refresh this browser. All right. Okay, hopefully that worked. Quick hello. How's it going? Yeah. I don't even want to think about it sometimes, Irish. So, Style, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully that fixed whatever issues we were having right there. So let's go ahead and play our next one here, which is Ella Wheeler Wheeltops. Art and Heart. Oh boy.
Critics may bow to art, and I am its own true lover. It is not art, but heart, which wins the wide world over. Though smooth be the heartless prayer, no ear in heaven will mind it. And the finest phrase falls dead if there is no feeling behind it. Though perfect the player's touch, little Benny he sways us. Sweeter than sweet bells chiming, which thrills us through and through, but the heart which beats under the rhyming. Therefore I say again, though I am art's own true lover, that it is not art but heart which wins the wide world over.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. This we try to keep this a family friendly show, Joe. No. Yeah, we all get in those bad places. I've been in more than my share of bad places, but I've not lost a partner like that. I kind of like they either dump me or I leave them. Um, but yeah, yes, that one was pretty good. Definitely, this was a nice one. I'm sorry you're hitting on bad times, but hey, we're all there for you. You need us, but at least you're getting some help. Okay, Remembrance Day for me. Okay, rest in peace. Yes, sometimes you need help, and I needed help, and I got help when I needed it from this community, which is now, if it wasn't for this community, I would not be going back to school. I'd be bitching, whining, and moaning, and complaining about my situation to the universe. Well, I still do that, but in different contexts now. Good morning, Kathy. I hope you like the show so far. Yes, start a new adventure. In the meantime, you got us. All right. Yes, I like that number one. And let's see what the second version of it has in store. Art and Heart, version 2.
Though critics may bow to art, and I am its own true lover, it is not art but heart which wins the wide world over. Though smooth be the heartless prayer, no ear in heaven will mind it, and the finest phrase falls dead if there is no feeling behind it. Though perfect the player's touch, little, if any, he sways us, unless we feel his heart throb through the music he plays us. Though the poet may spend his life in skillfully rounding a measure, unless he writes from a full warm heart, he gives us little pleasure. So it is not the speech which tells, but the impulse which goes with the saying. And it is not the words of the prayer, but the yearning back of the praying. It is not the artist's skill which into our soul comes stealing with the joy that is almost pain, but it is the player's feeling. Yet it is not the poet's song, though sweeter than sweet bells chiming, which thrills us through and through, but the heart which beats under the rhyming. And therefore I say again, though I am art's own true lover, that it is not art but heart which wins the wide world over.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Tell us that. Hey, Jennifer, how's it going? Yeah, both of those were pretty cool. Yeah, adult stuff sucks. But we got to do it. And we got each other's backs too. That's, even if it's just virtually here, hanging out for an hour or so, doing nothing. Cool. Opera. I haven't been to an opera in ever. No, I've never been to an opera. I am going to go to this concert, UCA. I got the tickets here. UCA is doing this evening with Oxford American featuring Carolyn Wonderland. She's some type of blues artist. Hey, Rudy. Thanks for joining us. She's some type of blues artist, and it was free, so I got 4 box seats. So I can have the box to myself. Or you never know. I might get someone to go with me, but so I haven't been to a show in a long time. Actually, since I left San Antonio. Wow. And I think that was Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So the Christmas of 2016? Wow. All right, Art and Heart. I like both of those. This one's called The Lovers. Now, these two are 4 minutes long each, and this one's a little semi-longish, but it's all tercets. Three lines per stanza. So, here we go. Oh no.
Sally Salter, she was a young teacher who taught, and her friend Charlie Church was a preacher who brought, though his enemies called him a screecher who scrawled. His heart, when he saw her, kept sinking and sunk, and his eye, meeting hers, began winking and wunk, while she in her turn kept thinking and thunk. He hastened to woo her, and sweetly he wooed, for his love grew until to a mountain it grewed, and what he was longing to do, then he doed. In secret he wanted to speak, and he spoke, to seek with his lips what his heart long had sowed. So he managed to let the truth leak, and it glowed. He asked her to ride to the church, and they rode. They so sweetly did glide that they both thought they glowed. And they came to the place to be tied, and were told. Then homeward he said, let us drive, and they drove. And as soon as they wished to arrive, they arose. For whatever he couldn't contrive, she controlled. The kiss he was dying to steal, then he stole. At the feet where he wanted to kneel, then he knelt, and he said, I feel better than ever I fall. So they to each other kept clinging and clung, while time his swift circuit was winging and rung. And this was the thing he was bringing and brung. The man Sally wanted to catch and had caught, that she wanted from others to snatch and had snought.
boy, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to remix that one with the 4.5. But oh my god, oh yes, it's just fucking hilarious. Oh, definitely wonderful use of wordplay, especially the first part of it. Longer hung. So happy things are finally moving now, and you're after. Yes, accepting help can be rough. What? What did you miss? This is hilarious, Miriam. Oh, oh, mm. Oh no, I'm laughing so hard because, oh Lord, this is just so fucking, just so funny. Oh, just so funny. I think this one needs to be rocked up though. It definitely does need it needs some adrenaline ingested into it because you know they love each other and then they don't. Oh boy. Oh Lord.
Sally Salter, she was a young teacher who taught, and her friend Charlie Church was a preacher who brought. Though his enemies called him a screecher who scrawled, his heart when he saw her kept sinking and sunk, and his eye meeting hers began winking and wunk, while she in her turn kept thinking and thunk. He hastened to woo her, and sweetly he wooed, for his love grew until to a mountain it grew, and what he was longing to do, then he'd do. In secret he wanted to speak, and he spoke, to seek with his lips what his heart long had sown. So he managed to let the truth leak, and it looked. He asked her to ride to the church, and they rode. They so sweetly did glide that they both thought they glowed. And they came to the place to be tied, and were told. Then homeward he said, let us drive, and they drove. And as soon as they wished to arrive, they arose. For whatever he couldn't contrive, she controlled. The kiss he was dying to steal, then he stole. Where he wanted to kneel, then he knows. And he said, I feel better than ever. I fall. So they to each other kept clinging and clung, while time his swift circuit was winging. From others to snatch, and has not, was the one that she now liked to scratch. And she scrubbed, and Charlie's warm love began freezing and froze, while he took to teasing and cruelly told the girl.
And it cut us off. Well, thanks for dropping by. Remember, there's always a replay crew and stuff, and you know, I'm glad you're getting the help you need, because you know, there ain't nothing shameful in asking when you need it. You know, especially if it's available. Use it. That's what people pay taxes for. At least not here in the United States anymore. The United States, we pay taxes, so wealthy people don't have to. Yeah, don't get me started there. No politics here this morning. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. That's a long time. Yeah. Some of those vintage 70 things are interesting looking, but yeah, there's some retro modern, maybe. I don't know. Yes. All right. I forgot where I was going. So, yes, we got one more to go here, which, you know, well, I have to, I'll go ahead and do this here. Everything we do here is under fair use and all that stuff. And please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. You know, YouTube is supposed to hear us when we say that, because, you know, they're all the time listening and stuff. So I'm saying it. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends, because the only way this is going to get out is by word of mouth. And, you know, anyways, Redbirds, Sarah Teasdale, version 1.
Redbirds, long and long ago, what a honey call you had in hills I used to know. Redbud, buckberry, wild plum tree, and proud river sweeping southward to the sea. Brown and gold in the sun, sparkling far below, trailing stately round her bluffs, where the poplars grow. Redbirds, redbirds, are you singing still, as you sang one May day on Saxton's Hill? Brown and gold in the sun, sparkling far below, trailing stately round her bluffs, where the poplars grow. Redbirds, redbirds, are you singing still, as you sang one May day on Saxton's
But I know I'm going to do something with that one because Sarah Teasdale, that's the one Roundel, you know, the one that the surfy one. Yeah, you're going to. Hey T, thanks for dropping by. Hey Kirby's mom. Yep, we got one more to go, and then it's the end of the show because I got to go to school. Maybe I should get Phil to write me a note. So in the meantime, as we listen to this last one, I'll just double check here. Wrong button. Wrong button. Have a good day, everybody. Have an awesome day. You know, there's always, this has been an interesting show. Most of them pretty, the first half of it was actually pretty good and stuff. And that Emily Dickinson, both of them rock your face off. So if you're here on the replay crew or here late, watch it. You won't regret it. In the meantime, I am going to shut up and play the very last one for today because it's only 1 minute, 1 minute and 43 seconds long. Sarah Teasdale, Redbirds. Here we go.
Red days, red birds, long and long ago. What a honey call you had in hills I used to know. Red bud, buckberry, wild plum tree, and proud river sweeping southward to the sea. Brown and gold in the sun, sparkling far below, trailing stately round her bluffs where the poplars grow. Red birds, are you singing still as you sang one May day on Saxton's Hill? Red birds, are you singing still as you sang one May day on Saxton's Hill?
That would make a great theme song for a TV show. Thank you. I'll need it. I'll need it to stay awake. Probably. Oh, I know I'll do good. Oh, yeah, thanks. You ain't going to make me blush. But, all right, my friends, I hope you like that. That's why I'm going over to my buddy's house. He's got food. After class. But I'll bring snacks. Anyways. All right, my friends. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same channel. 6 new poets, or 6 new poems from 6 poets, 12 tracks. You get the gist here. Yes, and I'm wearing clean underwear too. Here you go. Although it's empty. Have a good one. I will see y'all tomorrow.